In this episode of Witty Mermaid Diaries, I'm gonna show you how I looked like on the 34th day after my delivery. Today I'm gonna have a high-intensity sports day. Let's go to the gym. I started practicing Bosu, TRX and boxing. So by the 34th day after the birth, I succeeded to clean my body from all the fats and the additional kilograms that I have gained. I'm gonna share with you what exercises you can do in order to return to your perfect shape pre pregnancy.
Това ни е залата.
С какво започвате да загрявате?
Започваме да загряваме с стандартни упражнения за загрявка, малко разтяжка, общо дето да стоплим мускулите.
Hey guys, I just went on the sky flyer. It's so terrific. I'm gonna share with you as well some hints about a Christmas fairy tale, and I'm gonna show you my most favorite recipes for the Christmas homemade candies. All you need is 200 grams of dates. Watch on WNS TV. Hello guys, today I'm gonna have a high-intensity sports day. You will feel so much fresh and amazing once you turn sports into a daily routine, even more so after the delivery. It is normal your body to lay down fat stores during the pregnancy in order to prepare you for breastfeeding. When breastfeeding, those fats are likely to turn into energy for milk production. So when breastfeeding, you're gonna lose a lot of calories. With respect to sports, if you didn't practice regularly during the pregnancy, it would be advisable for you to wait until your 6-week postnatal checkup with your OB practitioner before starting to exercise again. If you went through a cesarean birth, you need to wait a little bit longer for the body to recover. The same applies if you've got stitches. I myself went through an episiotomia, so the very first 2 weeks after the birth were quite painful for me. So I was advised by my OB practitioner to wait at least a month prior starting any kind of sports. However, I gained only 8.5 kilograms during the pregnancy, so after the birth I've got only 1 or 2 kilograms to deal with. I started following a good dietary regime, and I was breastfeeding and walking every single day. So that is why at the end of the very first month I was back into shape, very clean, no fats, no extra kilograms. I would highly advise you, if you feel comfortable after the delivery and you're up for starting sports, to start with some low intensity activities such as walking, cycling, doing pelvic floor exercises, spinning, or just carrying your baby in a sling, because this will help you to burn extra calories from the extra kilograms that you're carrying. Let's go to the gym and do some exercises for those of you who gave birth naturally and would like to go back into shape quickly. To start practicing sports again, you should definitely not go for swimming, and not at least before your 6th week of postnatal checkup with your OB practitioner, or not before you've got at least 7 days of no bleeding and no discharge. And the reason behind that is that when your uterus is still healing, you are prone to getting various infections. Apart from that, I'm gonna give you some nice tips that will make your life easier when starting to do exercises after the birth. First of all, I believe it's very important for you to purchase a new sports bra, because your breasts will need support when exercising. A well-fitted sports bra will help you prevent getting stretch marks and will also give you a good posture. Be careful not to purchase a tight bra because it could lead to mastitis, which is a condition in which your breasts are inflamed. It is very important to keep in mind that you need to be well hydrated before, during and after exercising. Never go for working out on an empty stomach, especially if you're breastfeeding. I myself was wearing a postnatal belt 24/7 for like 3 months after the birth. I was only taking it off when bathing and when making exercises because I needed to keep flexible and the belt was disturbing me. Anytime you feel pain, just stop doing the exercise or switch to another exercise that is gonna make you feel more comfortable. And don't forget that if you have any questions, troubles and pains, you should definitely need to talk to your OB practitioner. Hey guys, I'm in the changing room at the gym on my way to show you some exercises that are gonna help you to go back in shape after delivery.
The Superwoman exercise works on your glutes, your hamstring muscles and your back. In order to do it correctly, lay with your stomach flat on the ground. Lift your head and raise your arms and your chest off the ground as far as possible. Keep in that position for a few seconds and then repeat again. In order to do it more difficult, you can start moving your hands and feet as you are swimming. Repeat 30 times. Squats work on every single muscle in your body simultaneously. Stand as tall as you can with your feet spread shoulder width apart. Lower your body as far as you can by pushing your hips back and bending your knees. Pause, then slowly push yourself back to the starting position. Repeat 20 times. If you want to do it more difficult, you can hold in your hands dumbbells. Let's strengthen the pelvic floor muscles. In order to do that, lie down, bend your knees and inhale. Contract your pelvic floor muscles while lifting buttocks. Then release the contraction while putting down your shoulders, back and buttocks step by step. Repeat 40 times. If you want to do that more difficult, you can start lifting one of your foot. Then repeat the same for the alternate foot.
I'm going to show you a few exercises that are going to help you with your tummy after having a C-section.
We are gonna do a variation of the side plank which strengthens your abdominal and back muscles. So from plank position, press your right elbow into a mat and turn your body so that your weight is on the outer edge of your right knee. Start rising your left foot in the air and repeat 20 times with each foot. That is one of my most favorite exercises for strengthening the glutes. What you gotta do is to bend on your knees and keep your upper body in a standing position. Then you need to slowly lower your buttocks towards your ankles and then rise it up to a standing position. You need to squeeze your glutes real tight and your abs as well. Repeat at least 40 times. A low plank from knees is a great abs exercise. So try planking on your forearms and bent knees. Squeeze your glute and start slowly raising as high as possible. Hold in that position for 1 or 2 breaths and then slowly go down. Repeat it 20 times. Keep your upper body straight with your shoulders back and relaxed. Always engage your core. Step forward with one leg, lowering your hips until both knees are bent at about 90-degree angle. Forward lunges increase leg strength and flexibility, tones your glutes and burns fat using your squats, hamstrings, calves, glutes and abs. Repeat 30 times. Climbing stairs is a great way to amp your core muscle strength. It works for your glutes, hamstrings, quadriceps, abs and calves. Intervals on the stair climber at the gym will help improve your cardiovascular fitness and health. Opt for various speed levels and aim to do the exercise for at least 10 minutes. The cat-cow exercise warms the body and brings flexibility to the spine. It stretches the back torso and neck and softly stimulates and strengthens the abdominal organs. Begin on your hands and knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Round your back up toward the ceiling, drop your head slightly, tuck in your buttocks. Come back to neutral position. Let your belly lower toward the floor, creating an arc in your back. Repeat 10 times. Bosu exercises are my most favorite type of doing sports, and it helps you to strengthen simultaneously all of the muscles in your body. It can help you improve your balance and flexibility, to sharpen your reflexes and reshape your body. Virtually any workout can be enhanced by incorporating the use of a Bosu ball, because it requires you to use more muscles to stabilize your body. It means your workout will be more intense, making you burn more calories.
Getting back into shape after the birth wasn't a huge drama for me, because I have gained only 8 kilograms and a half during the pregnancy. So with me being born, the majority of the weight just vanished, and I've got 1 or 2 kilograms to deal with. I have been doing sports all my life, so I have never ever been fluffy, except for when I was living in the Netherlands. I believe that this was due to the fact that there's been a cultural difference that I had to cope with. The weather was quite different as well, quite windy and rainy, and I've been feeling nostalgic. So all of those factors brought about a condition of depression. So I started eating a lot, especially candies. So I gained about 10 kilograms. My usual weight is about 49, 51 kilograms, so I feel really good in those kilograms. During the pregnancy, I gained 8 kilograms and a half, which is just perfectly fine. Common weight that you're supposed to gain during the pregnancy is 12 kilograms, because this is believed to be the weight in which the mother and the baby are enjoying, good health, and everything is going fine with them. Unfortunately, because the episiotomy and the stitches that I've got during the first 10 to 14 days, I've been in pain, and I couldn't do anything more but just walking. So that is why I walked 30 to 40 minutes every single day. This picture is somewhere in between my 10th and 15th day after the birth. After that, I started feeling way better, so I started practicing yoga and Pilates for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half every single day. Some of the exercises that I've been doing, I'm gonna show you in this episode, so watch carefully. I was feeling better and better with every new day. When I was ready to include some more high-intensive sports into my daily routine, I started practicing Bosu, TRX and boxing. So by the 34th day after the birth, I succeeded to clean my body from all the fats and the additional kilograms that I have gained. When I'm having 2 workout sessions, one after the other, I usually burn in between 1,000 and 1,500 calories per day. So in order to do that, I usually have 1 hour of Bosu high intensity interval exercising, and then 1 hour and a half of boxing with my personal instructor. Usually when you do like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half of Pilates or yoga, you burn between 300 and 500 calories, which is quite good, because usually the intake of calories on a daily basis that you are supposed to have ranges between 1,500 and 2,000 calories. So if you succeed to burn between 300 and 500 calories every day, you're just gonna look perfect.
They are some of my most favorite pictures when strolling down one of the parks in the center of Sofia with my friends and with me all together. And this is how I looked 5 months after my pregnancy. This is my best friend and we are having fun just in front of the National Theatre in Sofia. This is me just now. Sports is a really important issue to me and I try to do it anytime, everywhere I can find a good place to do that. So I kept on training quite a lot and I have taken beautiful picture of me in my 6th month doing yoga at home. I started practicing acro yoga because yoga was always interesting to me. So I found a really good teacher and we started making some elaborate asanas.
Acro yoga has always been one of my most favorite sports. It is both a challenge and a pleasure, but in order to be able to do all those beautiful asanas in the air, you have to stretch your body first. So I'm always starting with some exercises about my neck. You can do that multiple times until you feel it relaxed. Your shoulders need to be down and calm as well. And then I usually start with a ordinary yoga just to stretch a bit. I'm gonna stretch the muscles of my feet, especially the inner thigh, with an exercise like this one. It looks easy, but it's not. You do that several times, 10 to 15. It's very good then to stretch your hands as well because you're gonna need them. So you may sit in that position or any other that is comfortable for you. This way you are actually stretching your arms and your shoulders. You can slightly relax your shoulders that way. Stretch your sides, you're working for this side here. And then go to the other side. And again, you have to repeat that multiple times. You can watch ahead or towards the ceiling. If you feel comfortable, you may try to do the L handstand. And then you are ready to begin.
Ейко!
Здрасти!
Здрасти!
Чувате ли ме добре?
Да, прекрасно. Ти?
Ама много и добре изглеждаш.
Благодаря ти също, както винаги. Така, това ни е залата.
Така, с какво започвате да загрявате?
Започваме да загряваме с стандартни упражнения за загрявка, малко разтяжка, общо дето да стопли мускулите и след това всеки си избира уред, на който да тренира.
А този обръч, който току-що видях, какъв е?
Това е обръч, на който прави много интересни упражнения. Получават се много хубави, както индивидуални, така и двойки упражнения. Гледам предаването ти, уникално е, наистина. Просто ти си моя гуру. Откакто забременя и роди, вече имам някаква надежда в себе си, тая, че няма да назадна с всичките тренировки и вярвам, че ще мога да тренирам и аз в тези моменти.
Аз съм убедена, че живот и здраве, като стигнеш до този етап, ще изкараш една невероятна бременност и след като вече си запозната с сериите на Witty MERMAID'S Diaries, се надявам и да са ти полезни съветите, които си видяла в тях.
Абсолютно. Наистина, любимата ми снимка е на 34-я ден след раждането. Просто това е снимката, която ми дава надеждата, често.
Значи това, което правиш в момента, начина по който тренираш тялото си, е същото нещо, което трябва да продължиш да правиш и през бременността, за да може в момента, в който родиш, да изглеждаш по този начин прекрасен, който изглеждаш и в момента.
Супер! Мотивирана съм. Чао! Целувки!
Чао, чао!
Christmas has always been one of my most favorite holidays in the year. I just get butterflies in my stomach whenever I picture the Christmas Eve dinner surrounded by all the people that truly matter to me. I love the scent of warm with honey rakia and the taste of sarmi and the little prayer. We usually say prayer starting our supper. I just feel so loved whenever I listen to the Christmas carols while opening the gifts under the tree. All this family spirit and warmth at home, coupled with the snow covering the city outside, are just like a real fairy tale to me that thrills me so much and makes me feel gratitude and love and peace.
Hey guys, I just went on the Sky Flyer and it's been so nice. I wanted so much to take a video, but I just went motionless and totally mute. But it's been so terrific.
The best Christmas that I had ever was like 2 years ago, when the most desired gifts of all happened to me, which completely, reshaped my life. Mia was then 1 month old, and she was now part of this magical holiday. This Christmas was very different to me. First of all, because there was Mia. Second of all, because I've got my own family to celebrate with. And third of all, because I was still getting used to the idea and routine of being a mom to a newborn. I've been nursing every 3 hours during the day and even during the night, and I've been coping with baby colic, with my family and some stuff related to myself as well. So I was so busy that instead of gaining some weight, which is quite normal whenever there is a holiday, people celebrate a lot and they gain weight. For me it was just completely different. I just lost even the last few grams that I gained during my pregnancy, and because I was totally deprived of sleep, I was so emotional about everything that was happening around, and I've got my own family to take care of, and there's been some issues that I had to deal related to myself. I've been trying to get back into shape, to do sports, and to be a mom, to be a wife, to be a housewife as well. So many things were going on with me, and by the end of the Christmas and New Year's holidays, I've been just back in shape. My body was completely clean of fat, and I was feeling, tired, asleep the majority of the time, mostly in delirium, but I was physically looking quite good. So I know that during the holidays you can desire to eat more, but still, just because of that, I'm gonna share with you some lovely recipes about making yourself a homemade healthy Christmas bread, and also healthy candies that you can treat yourself and the people that you love the most with. For the Christmas homemade candies, all you need is 200 grams of dates, 2 spoons of either peanut butter or tahini, whatever you prefer, 80 grams of oat flakes, and 100 grams of pistachio, and also a 1.5 teaspoon of honey. So what you gotta do is to cut the dates into smaller pieces and to put them into a blender and blend them well. Then you add the honey, the tahini or the peanut butter, whatever you prefer, and the oat flakes as well. You blend real well, but be careful not to make it look like as a puree, because you don't aim that.
you need to have a mixture that is good enough to shape. So once you did the blending, you can shape small balls, which you later on put in the pistachio that you have blended prior that. So it's very healthy, it's very delicious, and I believe you're gonna enjoy it. So in order to do the homemade Christmas bread, I'm using several specific ingredients. So the first one is a Witty seed bread mix. I use 4 cups of that one. Then I use 4 spoons of a mixture that contains flax, sunflower, pumpkin, sesame seeds, and goji berries. And then I add a spoon of chia, 1 teaspoon of soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 500 grams of yogurt. So in order to do the bread, I usually mix the 4 cups of the flour with the 4 spoons of this mixture, and then I make a hole in the center, in which I place usually the yogurt with the soda, the salt, and the chia. I mix real well. If needed, you can add some warm water, and then you can round the mixture so that it looks like a bread. I butter a tray, then I place the bread, and I bake at 160 degrees until the surface looks like a golden one, and then I enjoy the lovely taste of it. In the next episode of Witty Mermaid Diaries, I'm gonna show you how to make a homemade sushi.
We just made the groceries and we bought some prosecco, like lots of prosecco, and now we are going to purchase some salmon.
I'm gonna introduce you to my friends from Edinburgh. Was it easy for you, the transition from, getting out of the corporate life and student life to getting pregnant? And I'm gonna tell you how a simple girl like me adapts to life in a foreign country.
Stay tuned, see you later.
Watch on WNS TV.